Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Large Camping. We have an exciting video for you this week because we have made some serious progress on the inside of our camper and we are one step closer to getting back on the road.
Yeah, we're so excited about that. This video we're sanding and priming and we're excited to see what it looks like all white inside.
If you're new here, we would love it if you go ahead and subscribe and join us on our journey as we are currently renovating our 2004 Lance 815 and we'll be hitting the road here in a couple of weeks to continue traveling the US.
Can't wait.
Here we go. So I think we have pretty much everything taped off in here that we need to. I'm sure we've missed a couple areas and we'll tape those off whenever we get to them. But for now, there's gonna be a lot of sanding required. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to run through a couple drill batteries worth of sanding. We're using an oscillating tool with some 220 grit sandpaper on it and just lightly brush everything and then clean it up. And yeah, it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna show big results.
Time to get sanding. Some of our cabinets came with a metal silver piece of trim on them. We're taking them off so it's easier to paint. And it's kind of a mess. There's a lot of glue and we might put them on or we might not. So we'll see about that. Last one off. Woo! Never again.
Super productive day here. We got all the cabinets sanded and they are ready for primer, and then tomorrow we're going to come back and try to sand the whole inside of the camper. We have something else to get to today, but overall very happy with it and can't wait to see how the primer goes on.
Woo!
Good morning guys. It is really cold here. It's like 35 degrees out. It got below freezing last night, but that means today we are going to spend all day in the camper sanding it and getting it prepped for a coat of primer, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, depending on how much we can get done and the weather.
Yeah, I've got about 4 layers on, top and bottom, so we're gonna try to stay warm and do what we can today.
Here we go.
Let's get to it. Here we go.
So we're using 220 grit, just finish sandpaper on all of the surfaces. We also have a block for it for the harder to reach places, and so far it's going pretty well.
Alright, so this part isn't hard by any means, but it's seriously messy. But if you do this part well, the paint will go on even better, and that's what we're hoping for. So we can't wait to get there.
Well, the rain is still picking up, but that is pretty much it as far as the walls and cabinets go for being sanded. Hey everybody, it's an exciting day here. The sun is finally out. It's been cold and raining the last like 4 days, so it's put our paint on hold, but it's finally time to get our first coat of primer on everything.
Yeah, we're so excited. We obviously got a white primer, so it'll show us kind of what we're thinking with the camper, and yeah, can't wait to get it going.
Shake it up and we'll get the paint on. We went with Kilz oil-based primer because the campers are made very poorly and it's not real wood to stick to. and the guy talked us into it. So we got 1 gallon. I think it'll do everything at least once, hopefully twice. And yeah, it's time to get it going.
All right, now it's time to do all of these. Let's get to it.
All right, we're using a roller brush on the outsides and then going through with an actual hand brush on the inside trim to see if that'll work.
All right, now it's time to tackle the bench and see what that turns out like. This part is very exciting because we get to see kind of what we want to do with the camper and kind of have our image be created almost, but it does feel a little scary. Just like, I'm gonna mess it up, but we're not going to, but that's just how I feel. We're getting there.
A lot of work left, but it's pretty.
All right, so this is the first coat. You can kind of see lines from the paint. So we're gonna do a second coat and then we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so we've done about 2 coats on the back of these just to see how it looks. So today we are flipping them over and doing all of the front cabinets. Now inside the camper, we're painting the primer still. Either there's a first coat kind of more in the bed and then a second coat down in the living room and kitchen. We are wearing masks now because it's pretty fumey and it helps a lot with the smell. So let's get to it. It's looking good.
Very white.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below and if you like the white and if we should keep it.
We're here the next day after our first coat of primer on all the cabinet doors, and with the rollers and the brush it didn't smooth out very well, so we picked up some spray paint cans of the same Kilz primer, and that's working so much better. So we're gonna go ahead and get all the cabinets sprayed, and then that should look good enough for paint. Well guys, that's going to do it for us this video. We have the primer on every surface that's going to be painted, and then next video we are going to show you how we're actually going to paint the inside of this. But we've had a lot of work done here. It's starting to look really good and we're just excited to see the finished product. So if you have any questions on our process, please leave those down in the comments below and we'd love to answer that for you. And other than that, if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. We would love it if you join us on this journey, and hope you have a large day.